Proudly repping Killcliff FC and the Institute of Human Performance, here is the welterweight contender, Gilbert Durinho Burns. Realized a lot of success at 155 pounds before moving up, but certainly most would argue we have seen the best out of Gilbert Burns at 170 pounds.
Well, he doesn't have to deal with the weight cut anymore. He was a big 55-pounder, maybe a little small at 170, but his skill set translates, and it really does work in his division. He is a high-level jiu-jitsu guy, but it's his striking that has impressed me the most. The improvements he has made down in South Florida allow for him to not only compete with the best, but to earn victories most times he goes in there.
You're absolutely right, made his UFC debut back in 2014, challenged for the title in 2021. A lot of fans believe he'll get back there. Gilbert Durinho Burns, once again ready to engage in a big spot here tonight. Like Frank Sinatra, this man has done it his way. The former UFC welterweight and middleweight champion, George Rush St. Pierre. A lot of people believe pound for pound, DC, GSP is the best they've ever seen.
Yes, because he was able to mix everything together so well. When he was fighting a wrestler, he was able to keep the fight standing. When he was fighting a striking specialist, he was able to take him to the ground. His jiu-jitsu and just his full-on MMA game was something that we had never seen in the UFC before. Won the UFC championship at middleweight after being away for 4 years. Just showed how special George St. Pierre truly is.
In terms of MMA application of wrestling, no one has done it better than George Rush St. Pierre. GSP George St. Pierre, ready to make a statement in front of this capacity crowd here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Gilbert Durinho Burns. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, George Rush St. Pierre!
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
All right, so with that touch of the gloves, we are underway with this stand-up only fight. A couple of rules in play here would remind you. No grappling of any type. Also, fighters cannot do any follow-up strikes on the floor. Let's see how it plays out. Nice punch by Burns. All right, here we go. First round is underway. No denying the big reach advantage for him tonight. We'll see if he can get that jab. Oh, massive knee up top.
Liver kick.
All right, so 1 minute into the fight. Certainly a lot of respect on both sides, but a lot more respect than action is thus far.
Yeah, boo, I'm booing. I'm not even surprised. I gotta catch myself. You need to go in there and fight. Come on, man, it's a video game.
Back to his feet.
Oh, no, he's hurt bad. He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yep. Oh, that body shot hurt him.
Well, not sure if I should knock his fight IQ, but it seems like he's sort of playing around here. Feels like the finish is there for the taking.
Yeah, the finish is there. And he needs to take his time to try and throw it down.
Gilbert Durinho Burns!
Holy.
we go inside the octagon for the official decision to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 16 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Gilbert Durinho Burns.
All right, so Gilbert Durinho Burns has developed his power at the Institute of Human Performance, and he produces a big knockout on a massive stage tonight.
Since Burns has gone up to 170, he has looked like a world beater. He has gained power along with the weight to go up to the next weight class. He's phenomenal, and he's a great grappler, and because he's so good at grappling, he's got to respect it.